It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Some of you might have seen the brewing video for Okie Dokie Loki. Some of you might have seen the bar release on Little Bar on the Bridge. I have the bar mat here, which I've tipped something on, but lovely little bar in Bridgend in South Wales where we launched the beer. That happened on Friday afternoon. What a story that was. Blimey, that was a night. Should have had some food. One of those nights. But we're back to show you the can. Because although we reviewed it in keg on Little Bar on the Bridge, there could be slight variations in the taste with the can. We'll have a look. There shouldn't be too much because it's kind of pressurized products. It's not something that's going to change too much. It's not like a real ale in a barrel. But this is a Fleshy Blood Orange West Coast IPA coming in at 7.2% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. And it's a picture of my dog, Loki. His tongue's hanging out of his head because he's got no teeth. And he's throwing stones at crows because he's my dog and he's supposed to do that. Probably, and this is probably going to be a bit of a cheers to Loki, because over the last few days we've seen a slight deterioration in him. He's very old. He's very old. We think he's got some dementia going on, and we think that he's starting to follow us around a lot. He's always round your feet, and I've looked online, and that's a big thing with an old dog. But it's not just that. There's other things as well. He's starting to become a little bit incontinent. When I say a little bit, I'm being a bit generous. And he aches. Whereas he used to jump off the sofa, I've got to pick him up off the sofa now for his morning toilet. And you can see when he's wandering around the house, it's happening really quickly. It's literally happening. The deterioration of him is happening so quickly. And he has this smell as well. I know I probably slightly leave that bit out, incontinent, and he has this smell about him now as well, which it's not good. It's not good. It's again, if you research that, and he's got lumps and bumps. He's got no teeth. He's going blind. He can't hear anymore, and all of these things. You're starting to add all of these things up, and you're thinking to yourself, is it time? So this is probably a send-off to Loki, my dog. This is probably a send-off to. If he's here in 2 years' time, then hey ho, you know, it wasn't a send-off. But I can't see it. You know, I can't see it being much longer. So cheers to Loki. Beer in the glass. Good levels of carbonation. Slow-moving carbonation. It's a dark amber coloured beer. A little bit of haze in there. Dog's Window Brewery, fantastic brewery. Based in Bridgend in South Wales. Wow. And the orange is really coming through quite a lot. In the aroma of this beer. Orange, some barley malt, and some juicy kind of tropical hops coming through too. Let's dive in. Cheers everybody. Cheers Loki. He's a good brewer, is Lee. Lee at Dog's Window, he's a good brewer. Knows his stuff. If you've seen the brewing video, it was a lot of fun. And there was a lot of messing about, there was a lot of fun going on. And there was a lot of jokes as well. We added a lot of jokes to the video, which unfortunately, there were some people that thought we were being serious. But it was all kind of pre-scripted and we were joking, and yeah. I might as well cover it now. When I got to the van in the morning and I was like, Lee, let's get a beer. We pre-scripted that. We went through a little script before we, you know, we were having a bit of fun. I didn't really want to like go in his bottle shop and grab a can of beer at 8 o'clock in the morning. It was just a bit of fun. But unfortunately, there was a couple of people in the comments that thought that I was actually being very serious on that. But I told Lee to be serious in the video, and I told him to be like, what? You want to drink at 8 o'clock in the morning? But, you know, hey ho. It was a joke. This is a cracking beer. I want to start off with the mouthfeel. With it being 7.2% ABV, God, it's really got my here, right here, top of the cheeks. That, like, I think it's the orange peel. It's really kind of clawing at my face. The mouthfeel is creamy and rich because it's 7.2% ABV. You really do get a sense of that malt coming through. It's a little biscuity. It's a little kind of, almost kind of, there's a little sense of best bitter in there with the malts that we used. But then it's all hops. Then it's beautiful, juicy, tropical hops. And then, of course, orange peel to finish. Really, really good. There's a little bit of, well, I say a little bit, there's a nice amount of bitterness on the back end. It's a cracker of a beer. And it's available, I was just talking about the bottle shop, it's available at nearestbeershop.com. 5% off when you use the voucher code Stone the Crows, free delivery over £60. So you've got a sense of the beer then. Let me show you the can again. Pale malt, Cascade, Columbus, Simcoe and Centennial, American ale yeast. A collaboration with the legendary YouTube beer reviewer Simon Stone the Crows Martin, in brackets Real Ale Craft Beer, named after his happy little dog Loki. And I'll be honest with you, I think because Lee being half an hour away, Lee drops the beers to me every month. And I think even Lee, the last time he's dropped a couple of parcels of beer here so it's once a month, so the last couple of months he's dropped beer here. I think even Lee, he's never mentioned it, but I think even Lee's seen a little deterioration in Loki, and I think that was the reason why he said, hey, let's collaborate, let's do it, let's you know, without saying it, let's sign Loki off in style type of thing. It was a great brewing day, but I just want to talk about Little Bar on the Bridge. My goodness me, we were supposed, so at the start of the video, we were supposed to be going for food, and for whatever reason, it was Friday afternoon, we got caught in traffic and we were late. We ended up going straight to Little Bar on the Bridge. And I've got to be honest, if I had my time over, I probably would have had that pastrami sandwich thing that we're going to have, because we met a couple of lads. They were really friendly, but they watched the channel. And these couple of lads, they were really kind. And I'm going to go to Pontyclean with one of the lads who commented on the videos. We got really, and a Little Bar on the Bridge, we got really chatty. He's saying there's some really good bars in a place called Pontyclean. So we're going to go there and have a drink. Do the beers and pubs and bars of Pontyclean. So we'll sort that out soon. But they ended up walking me back. They had to walk me back to the train station. It was one of those afternoons. It just sort of like 7.2% ABV beer. I think I had a couple of these. Then I drank some 10% ABV, only a little tot. But I had a 10% Imperial Stout, and it just one of those evenings. Just one of the, I was looking at the nuts behind the bar, and I was like, I should really get a portion of the nice looking nuts there just to kind of tie me over. But it was just one of those afternoons where we had a lot of fun. I got a train beer as well. Thankfully, we stuck that on your tably at Dog's Window. Thank you. Augustiner Pills. At that point, I was being a bit cheeky, I think. But thank you very much for that. I had a train beer, so I drank on the train as well. And my wife was like, "Oh, what the blimmin' heck?" I come from the door. They were watching a movie. There were the kids, and she said, "What? I haven't seen you in a state like that for such a long time." Apparently, I sat in the chair, kind of like lifting my head every now and again, and my wife just gave me a sack full of potato chips, and apparently I ate the whole bag. Went upstairs and went to bed. just one of those evenings. Yeah, but it was great. It was a lovely evening. It was a great brewing video. It would be fantastic if you guys chose to order some of this beer and bought some of this beer. You can buy from dogswindowbrewery.com. That'll take you to nearestbeershop.com. Yeah, yes. If you fancy try some. Even if it's just a little cheers to Loki. So rating for this, it looks good. I like the malt. I really like the malt in this beer. Tastes good. I like that enough to give it. Rating my own beer, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Reload Craft Beer. I hope you liked the video. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.